Namaste. Welcome to the series of talks on Hastha Yoga, that is yoga through hands. This is the talk number 7, and in the previous talks, we have had 6 talks so far. In all these 6 talks, we had the speaker has given you the distinctions between kriyas and asanas and bandhas. In this present talk, the speaker would like to deal with the actual mudra. What is mudra? What is the root meaning of mudra? What is its significance? And why it should be done? And when it should be done? And so on. Mudra is a Sanskrit word which contains 2 root words. Mud means joy, happiness. Ra means produce. So mudra means that symbolic um, gesture, hand gesture, produces joy and happiness in us. So that is what mudra is. Mudras are prominently practiced in 3 religions, namely Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. These mudras are not found in Occidental religions like Christianity and Islamic or Judaism. What exactly mudra is? It is a mystical symbol that is shown through hands. A mystical significance that symbolically presents a particular gesture, which in turn refers to a state of mind in meditation. So it is a mystical symbol, but it is performed only through hands. Now, this symbolic, mystical hand gesture activates or affects the different channels of energy that flow in human body. There are 2 types of channels of energy that flow in our body. The first channel is visible to the human naked eyes. But there is another set of channels like nadis and chakras. They are invisible to the human eye. Or mudras affect these chakras and nadis, these invisible channels of energy. They in turn affect our physical, mental, emotional, vital, psychic, and spiritual levels. Mudras are performed in natya, that is dance, and in yoga, especially in meditation. Mudras are very popular in Indian classical dances like Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi, Kathakali, and so on. Bharata has identified 25 such mudras in his seminal work, Natya Shastra. These mudras are performed while performing dance, and these mudras convey certain significance, certain message, and certain emotions and feelings. They are integral part of the dance. Indian classical dance is incomplete and unemotional without mudras. So these mudras in dance convey emotional states or certain states of feelings. Bharatanatyam, an important classical Indian classical dance from the south, especially that hails from the southern state, Tamil Nadu, identifies around 25 mudras, 25 to 30 mudras. So Bharatanatyam comprises 25 to 30 mudras, whereas Kathakali carries around 25 mudras. Similarly, Odissi, a classical dance that comes from Odisha, comprises 20 mudras. These mudras are predominantly found in Indian classical dances, but not in any other Western dances. The Indian classical dance is closely associated with the divine. Therefore, the mudras are performed in the dance to convey certain states of emotions and feelings. And without these mudras, the Indian classical dance looks dull, unemotional, unenthusiastic, unexciting. And to say that such a dance does not exist at all, and there is no classical dance without mudras. The mudras are integral part of the Indian classical dance. We also find mudras in yoga. These mudras are performed in meditation or while doing pranayama, not while performing asanas or kriyas. They should not be confused with bandhas. The speaker has already enlightened the listeners on bandhas. So bandha is a body lock, an internal body lock where the air is arrested, the blood circulation is arrested for a few seconds and later it is released. The lock is released and the air is slowly released through nostrils. The arrested blood will ooze out and spreads to all parts of human body, carrying the fresh energy. So Bandha destroys bad blood, cold blood, and creates a fresh blood. This fresh blood symbolizes a new recreated energy in the body. But mudras are totally different. They're performed outwardly. And they're performed only with hands, not with legs. With the hands and fingers, especially the fingers are used while performing mudras. And these mudras are done in meditation and in pranayama. While doing pranayama, it would be perfect if mudras are done. So mudras are the integral part of Hatha Yoga. There are 4 Hatha Yogic texts. All these 4 Hatha Yogic texts have identified mudras. Gerenda Samhita contains 25 mudras and bandhas. Similarly, Hatha Yoga Pratipika in the 3rd chapter, 10 mudras are mentioned. Shiva Samhita, another important text on Hatha Yoga, carries 10 to 15 mudras. Another text, Hatha Yoga text, Tirumandiram, written by Siddha Tirumalar, especially in the 4th chapter, we find around 10 mudras. Gerenda Samhita is the most important Hatha Yogic text. It is the most comprehensive text on Hatha Yoga, unlike the other texts like Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Shiva Samhita, and Tirumandiram. Patanjali does not discuss these mudras in his Yoga Sutras. He discusses only the yogic philosophy, the theoretical aspect of yoga philosophy. But the other 4 Hatha Yoga texts deal with the practical aspects of yoga. As the speaker has already shown another difference between Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and other Hatha Yoga texts, that Hatha Yoga, that Patanjali primarily deals with the mind. The mind is the center of his yogic philosophy. Whereas the other 4 Hatha Yoga texts deal with the body and also mind. So mudras primarily refer to the states, different states of feelings, different states of emotions in our body. And these mudras, when they're performed sincerely with deep faith and commitment would activate the invisible nadis and chakras. They activate even the power, the hidden powers in the human body. They create a tranquil states. They create joy in us. They also rectify certain imbalances in the human body. They restore balance between body and mind. They also streamline the blood flow in our body. They also aim at controlling thoughts, the thought flow. In other words, when each each mudra is particularly assigned to a particular part of our body, each mudra activates particular part of the body. Each mudra also deals with a particular ailment in human body, and if that mudra is constantly practiced, the ailment in the human body can be arrested. It is found that many incorrigible diseases in human body can be checked and rectified by performing mudras constantly. What we need is faith and sincerity. When these two are found in the sadhaka, when the sadhaka has these two principal qualities, namely faith and sincerity, the sadhaka can even reach the higher realm of the spiritual state through performing mudras. Even the Upanishads also mention mudras. The Upanishads mention two prominent mudras, namely Jnana Mudra and Chin Mudra, meant for meditation, dhyana. Similarly, there are two more mudras referred to in the Upanishads, namely Sambhavi Mudra and Kachari Mudra. These two mudras, when performed sincerely, will take the sadhaka to a higher state of bliss. So, in this talk, the speaker has introduced what mudra is, what is its origin, what is the meaning of mudra, and what is the significance of performing mudras, and how mudras in yoga are different from mudras in natya, that is dance, especially in Indian classical dance, and how the mudras affect the different emotional states of our mind and feelings. In our next talk, the speaker will introduce the significance of the hands, how the fingers are connected to the vital parts of the human body, how the different points in the palm are connected to the different parts of human body, and how those different parts can be activated by performing the mudras or by pressing such points on the palm or uniting the finger with that particular point on the palm by way of pressing and so on. Thank you very much. Namaste.